I never lied about who I was. I just didn't correct them. From the day I married Emma, her parents decided my value for me, not by my character, not by how I treated their daughter, but by what they thought I earned. They came from old money, generations of it. Their home was lined with portraits, awards, and reminders that wealth, according to them, was proof of worth. And me? I wore the same simple clothes, I spoke carefully, I never talked about business. So they assumed I had none. At dinners, her father would talk over me, not to me. Her mother smiled the way people do when they're being polite, not kind. Their friends made jokes about Emma marrying for love instead of security. I heard everything. I accepted it, because Emma loved the man she believed I was, a modest consultant, satisfied with enough. And I needed to know something before anything else mattered. Would she still choose me if money didn't exist? What they didn't know, what no one in that room ever suspected, was that I owned 40% of my father-in-law's company, Whitmore Industries. Years earlier, when the company was close to collapse, I invested quietly through a holding firm. I restructured debt, stabilized operations, and stayed invisible. Her father never asked who saved his business. He only cared that it was saved. For years, I sat at their table as a guest in my own investment, until the night everything changed. Her father decided to host a formal dinner, an event meant to impress investors and remind everyone who held power. The house was filled with executives, board members, people who spoke in numbers and status. Emma and I arrived quietly, as always. The jokes started early. Subtle remarks, backhanded comments, reminders of who belonged and who didn't. I didn't interrupt. I waited. Midway through dinner, her father stood up, lifted his glass, and began speaking about the company's success. He talked about ownership, about authority, about control. Then he said something I'll never forget. "Our largest private shareholder couldn't attend tonight," he announced proudly. That was when I set my fork down. "Actually," I said, calmly, "I'm here." The room went silent. He looked at me like I'd spoken out of turn. So I stood. I placed the documents on the table, proof, signatures, percentages. 40%. My name, my face, my silence. No one laughed. Her mother couldn't look at me. Her father couldn't speak. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't gloat. I said only this. I stayed quiet because I wanted respect to come from who I am, not what I own. Then I turned to my wife. Emma didn't ask why. She didn't ask how. She took my hand. And in that moment, I knew I had chosen right. As for her parents, they finally saw me. Not as poor, not as beneath them, but as the man who had been sitting at their table all along, owning nearly half of it. Thanks for watching. If you like this story, please like and follow for more.